Hello, my name is Alana. I'm on team 2, and this is our use case number 1. So for exercise 2.1, we were asked to list 2 or 3 of our organization's key business processes. As previously mentioned in other presentations, our team is selected to do our semester-long projects on Tesla. So 2 or 3 of our key business processes include the continued reuse of main components, such as the batteries powering each Tesla. Tesla claims to be committed to remanufacture batteries until it must be recycled back into raw materials, and they estimate up to 80% of greenhouse gas emissions come from extraction through the refinement of the raw materials that go into these batteries. So the goal of this is to create a circular production loop to maintain sustainable energy sources. It also provides them a larger pool of supply of these materials to continue to go and draw back from. And then second is the destination charging. So these are over 35,000 wall connectors that can be found at popular restaurants, parking garages, and hotels. They even are setting up some of these outside CVS in Boone. So they can be found all over the place. The aim is to make owning a Tesla as primary transportation seem more feasible. And by putting them at these popular venues, they gather and garner more awareness from consumers to realize that these are all over the place and that driving a Tesla can be possible in their town, even a town like Boone. These destination charging stations can be found using the touchscreen within the car. So if you are going on vacation with a touch of the touchscreen in your Tesla, you can find the closest charging station to you and just make a quick pit stop and recharge. Exercise 2.2 asked us to list the 4 big data value drivers that are enabled by the economics of big data and describe how each might impact one of our organization's key business processes just identified. So for volume, which is the increasing amounts of data over the traditional settings, for the continued reuse of main components such as the batteries, we identified that as this process continues, data will continue to grow to larger volumes. So as they continue to hone this operations process, this recycling process, they'll be able to do it, expand their operations and gather more and more data from the years to come, which will help them better analyze over long periods of time how beneficial this is, as well as having lots of evidence to back that up, making data-driven decisions. For velocity, which is the information generated at a rate that exceeds those of traditional systems, as the battery initiative continues, data should be coming in at increasing speeds. So by perfecting their process and putting systems in place that help the operations of these move more quickly, that data can be transferred over to the business analytics teams at Tesla. Whereas we're acting as consultants, we would much faster be able to pick up that data and analyze it. For variety, which is multiple emerging forms of data, both structured and unstructured, such as text, social media, and video, we mentioned our destination charging. This could provide a variety of data from external, internal sources, etc. Maybe things such as social media posts regarding a popular restaurant. A photo in the background has the Tesla charging station, or a Yelp review mentions that they loved that their hotel had EV charging stations. All of these things can provide useful data, whether it's positive or negative, for the business analytics team to delve through. And lastly, veracity, the trustworthiness and quality of the data. So with destination charging, the expansion to make Tesla cars more feasible as a primary vehicle, we'll have to find trustworthy data to make these critical decisions on expansion and be able to convey that in a trustworthy way to consumers. And then lastly, we have exercise 2.3. So for the selected key business processes identified previously, how can each key business process be improved as it transitions along the 5 phases of the Big Data Business Model Maturity Index? So here listed are the 5 phases of the Business Model Maturity Index, from monitoring, insights, to optimization, monetization, and metamorphosis. So for our destination charging processes, our first step would be to monitor the destination utilization and track each customer transaction. Second, consolidate operational and transactional data collected. Third would be to provide recommendations to the frontline employees that optimizes both the customer experience and make recommendations to customers based on preferences and uses of the product. 4 would be to develop new products, consider the relationship with businesses at these destinations, branding a rewards program, or even providing complementary products based on this information. And finally, 5, integrating this into our business model. And lastly, for our remanufacturing of batteries, we would start with monitoring the battery performance and customer satisfaction with the product. Second, we'd consolidate operational and transactional data collected. How is it made? How quickly is it made? How well are they selling? 3, we provide customer feedback to the manufacturing force and highlight benefits to customers based on their ESG values. 4, we would develop new products, possibly utilize the unwanted waste into unrelated Tesla branded products. And 5, integrate into our business model. And also emphasizing the cultural importance of decreasing waste and innovation to solve product waste across the globe. And that is all. Thank you.